Well, we're out for a little ride today on the Rancher. Going to explore around over here at this old Watkins home place. This is the pond that was here. Truck bed down there. This used to be a farm a long time ago. All grown up now. Up the way here is the old home place. I'll try and get as close as I can to that, show it to you. Pretty good sized house, about 2 stories. Barns and things that have collapsed right back in here. Kind of see about all that remains of them. Just kind of like a pile of rubble, but the house is right up here though. You can see it there. Still standing pretty good. Old couch sitting on the front porch there. There's some more barns of theirs that were out here. This actually kind of butted right up to the major highway out here, interstate I should say. See some of the barns here, right many of them. I'm just going to assume that they were tobacco farmers, but I don't know for sure. I don't know much about this, those people, you know, and their farm. But anyway, barns are still hanging in there, and houses too. I'm assuming that this trail that we're getting ready to go down was part of the farm, you know, and all. It went all the way, you know, all of this land, I'm assuming, was theirs. Pretty good little trail, though, pretty smooth, you know, wide open usually. Bit muddier than it normally is. We've had a lot of rain the past 2 days, so it's pretty nice today though, real mild, about 75 degrees, which is abnormal for January. You can tell due to the relatively flat nature of the land that it was once farmland, you know, out here. Like I said, you know, it's obviously been a long time ago, but it's some different people own the land now, but the way I was told, the Watkins family was the ones who really originally, you know, this was their farm way back when. Old barrels out there in the woods. Trail kind of forks off here. We're going to go up this way right now. good riding out here, to be honest with you. I like riding these trails a lot because they're so smooth and wide open, you know. You get up a lot of speed on them, you know, if you want to, but we're just kind of cruising today, so. This is the first ride, long ride, I should say, on the Rancher since I've installed the new Ricochet A-arm guards. I did that back around Thanksgiving, and I just haven't been able to get out and ride the Rancher on a long ride. I've been kind of getting a little anxious, you know, about getting out and riding again, so today's the day. Feels good to get back out again on a four-wheeler, I tell you. Been riding B right much lately, and you know, that's fun, but this is fun too, so good to mix it up a bit. And water kind of tends to wash down this path into this creek here, so this path's a little bit rutted right in this section. There's a lot of rocks at the bottom of it. It's kind of hard to see, but somebody's been through here. It looks kind of like on a truck. Getting ready to come up on the creek right here. It's not really any water going through it right now. Around this way. That's the creek right there, right where those ferns are. This hill's pretty steep right here, but kind of levels off at the top of it. During the summertime, right through here, is a ton of poison ivy growing on all these trees, and it tends to hang over into the path right bad. And you really got to watch that your arms and stuff don't brush up against it, because if you're allergic to it, you're going to get it for sure. And I'm allergic as far as I know, so I try and stay away from the stuff. They dump their garbage out. Bunch of garbage up here. Grief. And you come up behind some old houses here and stuff. That's pretty much it. It's an old back road over there, but we're going to turn back around and go back. Can't ride over that way. Much junk out in the woods up here. Hey, you don't realize it as much during the summertime when it's a lot of overgrowth out here, but during the winter months, leaves are off the trees and stuff. You really see it more. A lot of ferns out here too. It's a nice trail though. really, you know, it'd be neat, you know, you kind of fly through these corners, but I always worry, you know, somebody's going to be coming around here on another four-wheeler or something, so, you know, corners are kind of blind, you know, until you get around them. And I sure would hate to collide with somebody, you know. I know there are other people that ride four-wheelers through here, so I don't want to have an accident. Back to where the path forks off, you know, this is the way we came from right there. We're going to go this way right now and show you the rest of the path. Distance than you think out here. It gets kind of muddy right in here, but this is pretty much the end of the path. Because right up there at the top of that hill is somebody's house, and there are a bunch of dogs up there and everything. They get kind of carried away when you ride up there. So, and besides, I mean, once you get up there, it's nothing but a, you know, old tobacco field. So we're gonna turn around right here, head on back, and somebody's been through here on the truck though. And all these pink tags you see hanging from these trees, they have every April, they have an organized trail ride through here on horseback, and I usually participate in it. They raise money for cancer research. It's the Relay for Life trail ride, and so that's what the pink tags are for, is to show, you know, people the direction to travel. And they're coming through here, so that was from last year's ride. They should be having it again this April though. Usually pretty fun, you know. A lot of people turn out. Usually at least about 300 to 500 horses will show up and ride. This is just part of it. I mean, they go through there and go up across the road up there and go all the way down to the railroad. And other places that I typically ride in my videos are where the trail ride goes in April. But anyway. Pretty thick with pines out here. Pine trees really are thriving. And we're back up here to the old home place again. We'll go back by this way. There's a path that kind of loops back around up by the interstate up here. Path usually has got a lot of grass in it in the summertime, be up above the handlebars. But this time of year it dies down. It's easier to ride through here. It's good. There's the interstate out there. You can see the old fence ran right along these trees right here. You know, evidently they had animals or something there. I don't know. so. We may not be able to get through up here. Looks like the gate's shut today. Yep, I believe so. Well, that's odd. There ain't never been a gate there before. Oh well. Turn around and go back the other way. Never know what to expect when you come out riding. You may be able to get through one day, and next time you come through, it might block you off. All good though. Yeah, but like I said, you know, this all used to be the Watkins home place, and apparently they must have had animals too, you know, because they got this fence right here. Almost looks like cattle fence to me. See it there, ran right along the edge of the highway here. Coming back down by the pond down here. Let's see here. Pretty big pond they had. I expect they must have used it for irrigating. That's a big one though. I've seen people out here fishing too. It must be a lot of fish in it. Usually whenever I come through here, it's usually always somebody there fishing, but I'm kind of surprised I didn't see anybody there today. Yeah, something out there stirring in the water. You see bubbles coming up. Yeah, we come out up here, we come out on a farm up here, and I'm going to cut through there and go across the highway and head back towards the railroad and places like that, I think, next, and ride some over there, and I'll pick back up with part 2 of the video.